A little story here. If you look at the house up there and you see the water coming out of the door, well, we're in Chicoutimi, which is in the northern part of Quebec, and there was a really big flood here once. And what happened is that house that was up there, for whatever reason, just stayed. I guess they looked like they might have renovated a little bit in the meantime.
Yeah,
and
it was a rock.
Okay.
And what symbolically put water pouring out the door.
I can see that, yeah.
There was water really gushing out of the windows and the doors in the flood.
Right, and I mean there was houses along here, and what is now is a park, which were swept along after the flood. But symbolically, that little house, which was, as my brother was saying, the little house that could, which was basically kind of anchored onto that bit of rock up there. Well, water was, as you just said, rushing all over. Sometimes little oddities that stay. Anyway, so we're walking around in a town called Chicoutimi in Lac-St-Jean, northern Quebec. Okay, just a very small, short, touristic thing. I'm in still the town of Chicoutimi, and this is a part of a previous complex for pulp and paper. What you see here is probably the basin of the river or the overflow when you would have actually I guess the spring high water, and they would also have like I guess the wood coming down. They show here a picture. There was a flood in 1996 where one can see how it kind of flooded this region, and we can see like where the overflow was. Over there, far off, is actually probably where the plant was. Up here, oh, here he is. I was wondering, I'd seen it just a second ago. Some of the big pipes where the water came out. And we are walking along here. I'll bring you down towards the pipes. There are other pipes that you can kind of see over here. That was probably to help I don't know if it was for water or for logs. And they've closed it off so that the curious people like myself can't go through it. Okay, so let's just keep on walking up. It's kind of let me see, get the camera around here. Yeah, so it's quite a nice day now. We had really gray weather earlier, as you can see from the clouds up there. But now we've got nice weather. So this part of Quebec, which is called Lac-St-Jean, is one of the northernmost, I'd say, really populated regions. I'm not talking about, of course, where there would be Inuits and so on. But there's a whole basin of population here. And a lot of it was due to hydroelectric power. Alcan, which is a big company as far as aluminum is concerned, came and installed itself in this part of Quebec because of cheap hydroelectric power. So I guess that's probably one of the main reasons. There's very beautiful farmland around here. And another thing that probably, for me at least, is important is on the French side of my family. They came over here probably a bit more than 100 years ago, I suppose. And were part of the early settlers here. And I really mean settled in the sense is that this was completely wild. They had to really remove the trees and so on. So there's beautiful farmland now as well in other parts. almost reminds one of what I saw in Iowa. Very long plains and far off hilly mountains. I mean, this bit here is actually not so flat. As you can see, there's mountains over there because we're like at the far end of where those plains are. Brother in DC and his wife. And yeah, as you can see, that river basin or overflow, whatever you want to call it, just keeps on for a while. Okay, that's all for now for this little bit of a tourist visit in Chicoutimi, Lac-St-Jean, BC, signing off. Oh, all the little things that you can see when you're around someplace.